Good morning, everybody. Hey, got a couple napkins. Somehow, I lost a cinnamon roll this morning. I don't know how one loses a whole cinnamon roll. This is like the weirdest thing ever.
She didn't put two in there.
No, I saw her put two in. I think, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Weird. Are we off? Because there's nobody in there. How do I lose? How do I lose a cinnamon roll? I don't understand this. I'm so confused. We stopped at a pilot well, we've been at a pilot the last couple days. Pull into Fuel Island to wash our windows, get a flat of water, and get some breakfast. We got a cinnamon roll. And I was only going to get one for us to share, but then I wound up getting two because the lady said that they had carnival cinnamon roll, caramel cinnamon rolls.
I feel like you said carnival.
I did. And I don't like carnival. I did it again. I don't like caramel. Oh my God, I don't like caramel cinnamon
You
rolls.
like carnival,
Yes.
but not carnival cinnamon bugs.
No.
Cinnamon bugs.
That's so weird. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. So somehow between inside pilot and coming back to the truck, I lost the cinnamon roll.
Carnival one.
A caramel one. Dang it. What is it with you and the brakes lately?
I'm just taking a break.
He's trying to kill me. Oh, wait, we're going this way, so I don't need sunglasses. Yay! Yay! I thought we were going into the sun.
Oh, we're going into the daughter.
Hey, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Glenn. How are you? Charlie, good morning to you. Charlie says, good Australian morning to you.
Good Australia morning.
Okay, sadly, this cinnamon roll will not be as good as the one I originally had for you that somehow I lost. I have no idea. How do you walk out of cinnamon roll or out of pilot and lose an entire cinnamon bun? But these things are so huge that we could share one. And she threw extra icing on here.
It's amazing.
And then to counterbalance the cinnamon roll, I did get us oranges. Of course, that's like sugar upon sugar, but better sugar, I guess. Hey, good morning, Diane. How are you? Sorry, the road is bouncy so much. There we go. I couldn't get to it. Come up. Bye, Ollie, Grayson, and Caden, and Tori. Leaving Tucson. It's where my daughter lives. We had so much fun.
I had a blast.
They wore us out, though. Chasing around kids and Peter Piper. Good morning, Kathy. I'm feeding Larry a cinnamon bun as he's dragging. I had a really cool cinnamon bun for him, and I lost it somehow. I really, truly don't know how I lost it. I paid for it. I saw her put it in the bag. And then Larry came in. We went and got a flat of water, a pack of cigarettes. And we got a cup of ice. Somehow, between all that, I lost the cinnamon roll. Hey, good morning, Tina. Good morning, Everett. I gotta send you a gift card. Glad that you came on here. Charlie, what a beautiful morning you guys are having. It is. It's gorgeous. What is the temperature out there, babe? Hold on, he's tweeting me.
71 degrees.
Yeah, it's been warm here. It was really warm yesterday. It was up to 85. It was nice. And then the day before that, we went to the zoo. It was like a perfect day for the zoo. It was like 78. Okay, this is much better than the cinnamon rolls I made yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So there's a trucker friend of mine named Lily Trucker on TikTok, and she posted a video that she had made cinnamon rolls and hard boiled eggs. That's what they were having for breakfast. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so good. I was like, hey, I've got a roll of cinnamon rolls in our fridge. I'll just make those for breakfast yesterday. Every time we make cinnamon rolls in this truck, they turn out perfect. Yesterday, for whatever reason, they were mushy on the inside and weren't cooked all the way through, so we had to throw them out. So I've been craving cinnamon rolls. So this morning I was like, we're getting a cinnamon roll. Good morning, Todd. Todd said, good morning. I'm Ubering folks around here in Ontario, California today. The weather is great. I bet you got some fun stories Ubering. I know we love Ubering. We meet some of the coolest people.
We used to go to Ontario every week.
Oh, is that by Rialto?
Oh, yeah, Rialto. Sorry. My bad.
Not bad. Thank you. Oh, we got a busy week. So bummed we didn't get to go to the truck show.
Next one, I always
Although we're going to Washington D.C. this week. I always love going to Washington D.C. because we're going to the heart downtown. We can't get close to the White House; trucks aren't allowed. But we can get by Union Station, and we can get by the Capitol Building, and we can get by the Lincoln Memorial. So when we go live in Washington D.C., we'll let you guys know. It'll be Tuesday. Tuesday? Monday. I don't know. I'll let you know. Monday or Tuesday. I think Tuesday. Our schedule is still messed up. I'm not sure. Okay, this is really good. I feel bad that we're always eating in front of you, but that's called trekking life. You got to eat on the go. This road is so bouncy. So we decided we're going to take the 40 today, right?
Yeah.
I like cutting up the 17. It's so pretty. Charlie said it's a bit chilly here in Victoria. He's in Australia. And Todd said, I haven't had too many crazy riders. I've done over 8,000 trips in almost 8 years of Ubering. Wow, that's a lot. Holy crap. We figured it out the other day for the radio show that we're probably at 1.3 million is what we think. Not just for Larry, but I mean us together driving. Larry's probably at 3 million at this point. The dogs are underneath my feet. They're begging for cinnamon rolls. Oh, we got some pretty good news we can share with you guys. Can we share the news with them?
Good.
Absolutely. Larry said absolutely. So I'm news with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm putting cinnamon rolls on a fork and hand it to him so he can eat too. Because it's hard for him to try to eat while he's driving. So, for those of you guys, hi Miss Kay, how are you, sweetheart? So, for those of you guys who have ever listened to us on TNC Radio, we've been doing the Taillights show on TNC Radio over the last month and a half, off and on. I think we only missed 1 week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So, anyway, TNC Radio is a trekking-based radio show out of Houston. You can listen to it online at tncradio.live, or you can download their app to listen to it if you're not in Houston. Anyway, Tom Kelly and I have been friends for over a year. He's the owner of the station. And we've been trying to collaborate for over a year, just trying to like figure out what would be a perfect fit for our schedule, our lifestyles, and for the radio station. And so he has decided that we're going to take over the Tuesday night taillight show. So now it's going to be called Taillights with the Moms. So starting here in the next couple weeks, every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, you guys can listen to us. And what we'll be doing is we'll be interviewing trucking people, solo drive, team drivers, and what it is they share their lives over the road, stories that have happened to them over the road, the good, the bad, the ugly. Get to know different truck drivers, and they get to share their interesting stories and lives over the road. So it'll be really cool. So I'm sure at the beginning we'll probably have a lot of our friends on there, like Rolling with the Underwoods, James and Lori, and we'll probably have Chris and Kathy, and we'll probably have Justin and Chris, and I'd like to get Terry on there and Dawn Stanton. So it's going to be exciting. They'll be putting up graphics and making the big announcements soon, but I figured I'd let you guys know because, you've been with us since the beginning. Well, I'm pretty excited. And we get to earn a little extra money too, so that's always good. That goes towards retirement. And I'm really excited because I've wanted to work with Tom for a very long time. I respect him a lot, a lot.
I say whenever we get paid,
Tree
half,
trucker?
half of it goes to the treater truck.
Okay. I think that's a genius idea.
I'm sure we're not going to get paid much,
No.
but half the treater trucker, half
I'm just excited to do it. I've been wanting to collaborate with Tom for a long time. We genuinely like Tom, both Toms, Tom Kirk and Tom Kelly. They're both at the same station.
They're amazing people.
He's just a genuinely nice guy.
And they have the same philosophy as us.
Yeah.
Everything for the truckers.
We get along so well. I've been so excited. Thank you, Kathy.
Not like other people.
I will tell you,
For the money,
yeah,
nothing for the truckers.
I will tell you, Kathy, when we have you on the show, you're more than welcome to promote all your stuff, the Colors View, and talk about your TikTok and your Facebook and all that. Because that's what it's kind of about. Not only are you able to talk, what we tend to do is we'll say, like at the beginning of the show, we have Chris and Kathy Cutler from a Cutler's Review. You can find them on Facebook. And then again at the end of the show. That way, if it's somebody wasn't on at the beginning of the show. But yeah, we will let everybody do self-promotion during the show. So, hey, Miss Tiffany, how are you? Are you done, honey? Or are you just taking a break?
I'm kind of done.
Fine. I am kind of too. Nope, I can't let you have them. Cinnamon rolls are way too sweet. Hey, Miss Nicole. I know it's no easy life on the road, and congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm really super, seriously, I'm excited.
That time is perfect because that's usually when we're swapping.
Yeah. Pam, I need some prayers. So, the Federal Motor Safety Carrier Administration is setting up a new board. It's called the Women Advisory Board, and I was asked by a couple people to apply for that. I did. So cross your fingers, trying to get a board member position. I should hear soon.
My baby could be a congressman.
It'll be interesting though, being able to make actual changes for the trucking industry and being a part of the legislation process, passing new laws. We're going to be dealing a lot with, if I get the position, we'll be dealing a lot with protecting females out there against sexual harassment in the training process, and then also safe truck parking. So those are the two big news for me, and I'm super excited and crossing my fingers. I had to do a resume. I had to get letters of recommendations from my old boss, my new boss, a friend.
Maybe you get so lucky as to actually pull a string. Maybe a foot or a hand.
I don't get that.
I should have just said that.
All right, Charlie said, better make the wheels roll better. Head back to the depot. You guys travel safe. You too, Charlie. Be safe out there.
Be safe, Charlie.
And I'm so jealous. I wish I lived in Australia. I just want to visit Australia. It's like one of my bucket lists. Larry wants to throw a shrimp on the Barbie. I'm so sorry. Good morning, Travis. How are you? Oh, coffee. That's what I need. I need coffee.
Oh man, is he still there?
Who?
Travis
Yeah, he just got on.
from Australia.
Oh no, that was Charlie.
Charlie. I'm gonna ask him if the boomerang is a toy or a weapon. It's a toy and a weapon. It was originally a weapon, but now it became a toy.
Really? I didn't know it was a weapon because it just goes. How is it a weapon? I'm confused.
Because you throw it,
Yeah.
you try to knock out whatever you're aiming at.
And
But if you miss,
it comes back to you. I did not know that. And Charlie said you are welcome to come anytime. It is seriously on my bucket list. Australia is okay. Egypt's number one. Australia's number two, and then Greece and Rome. Oh, Travis has got the nasty COVID cough again. That thing, Larry still got it, Travis.
that thing lingers.
Yeah, it just, we've heard when we were at the doctors that it can linger up to 6 months. So there's really not much we can do about it.
Drugs, and more drugs, and drugs, and when we're done, more drugs.
This is right next to where we sit. Emergency for both of us. Flonase, Mucinex. We've got it all. We're still
Excedrin for the headaches.
Yeah, we're still fighting. We're still fighting the lingering effects. Bye, Mr. Charlie. Be safe out there.
Hi, Charlie.
So yeah, it's. I mean, we're so much better, but we still do have some of the lingering effects, which, from my understanding, is completely normal. Okay, now that I'm sitting here looking at the camera, I can't wait to get those wrinkle strips. These right here are driving me bazonkers.
Bazonkers.
Yes. And then these. These, my little bags underneath my eyes, are all for my father.
You have a bag of tricks.
I wish. I always yell at my dad. I'm like, the one thing I got from you. I don't look a thing like him. I'm like, the only thing I get from you is a damn bags under the eyes. Thanks a lot, Dad.
Do you remember who had the bag of tricks?
The Tricks Rabbit? I don't know.
Felix the cat.
Felix the huh?
Felix the cat. Felix the cat.
Is that like an old person's cartoon?
Yeah.
An old person's cartoon.
As I want. Valley of Death.
You got that song on your brain now, don't you?
Yeah.
We've been working on TikToks and coming up with ideas for TikTok. If you guys don't follow us on Facebook, you should. Or not TikTok, I mean, because we put up some funny videos. Good morning, Gary. How the heck are you?
And we go live on TikTok also.
Yeah, we do. It's a different crowd on TikTok. Good morning, Billy Joe.
Oh my God.
We do have some regulars on TikTok now, which is nice. I like having regulars like we do on Facebook because I get to know people. And hopefully one day I can actually meet everybody.
There are those trolls that pop in and get me in trouble.
Larry has been
Get me in trouble. Not you, me.
Larry has been suspended off of TikTok 3 times.
For reading their comments.
But one of the times was overturned. So ask me how many times I've been banned off of Facebook or TikTok.
1,700 times.
0, 0, 0. Because I'm a good girl. I don't talk about stuff I'm not supposed to.
I gotta learn to read the comments before I actually.
We need to have a shirt that says Angel Devil.
Yeah, sir.
Angel Devil. Okay, every time I see a set of doubles, it does kind of make me wish, man, I did like pulling doubles. It's like there's good and there's bad. They turn so much nicer, but that's really it. That's really it. There's nothing other good about it. The setting them up sucked. Having to look for 2 trailers sucked. Having to look for the right dolly sucked. And then when you get to a truck stop, you have to pull through or you're screwed. I know, Gary. You have no idea. I'm so bummed. Honestly, I think there was about 30 people that I was supposed to meet there, and I'm so bummed. So Lori and I talked last night, and we're gonna work on getting some merchandise together for Trucker Safety Divas. We're gonna get some pens and magnets and stuff, and we're gonna shoot for the Iowa 80 Truckers Jamboree. And I'm just gonna tell dispatch I'm going regardless because this one hurts. Although, as much as it sucked, at least we got to spend time with my daughter and my grandsons, which is priceless because I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with them. So it's like it sucked and it hurt because I really wanted to be there. I wanted to meet so many people that I've talked to on the phone and I've talked to on Facebook, but never had the chance to actually meet. And so it stinks. But when you weigh that against being able to spend time with your kid, your grandkids, it's like, kids and grandkids always trump. So at least if we were gonna lose a load, we lost it in a good location.
Absolutely.
I would have hated if I lost a load like in New York or New Jersey and had nothing to do for the whole week. Unless we were in Boring Town and then we know some places in Boring Town.
Boring Town, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Miss Cindy Mitchell, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah. Good morning, Miss Beautiful. How are you? Okay, I kind of like those Adobe apartments. Those are cute. The only thing I don't like about stucco is there's not very many colors. Like right there, there's a stucco community. They've got all the same colored clay roofs, pretty much all same colored stucco.
Different stuccos.
Yeah, you never really see a blue stucco building.
Light beige,
mustard,
dark beige.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why you live in Tucson or hotter climates that you would have a house made out of stucco. I understand it, but it's like, can't you add a pop color?
Blue.
Blue, yes. And I don't like communities, just my personal preference. I don't like communities where all the houses look exactly the same.
Cookie cutter community.
Yeah, I don't like a cookie cutter community. For me, architecture is important. Ideally, I would like to have an old house, but it's been updated, like the kitchen and bathrooms have been updated.
I mean, I want a brand new house that I designed.
Well, we've talked about doing a log cabin.
That would be amazing.
But see, even with that, I wouldn't want the entire interior walls to be the log cabin look. Unless we whitewash some of them, because I think it's too dark.
I would do in the house that I designed.
Cool.
Yeah. One side of the house is the master bedroom. The other side of the house is the guest bedrooms.
Yes, definitely.
Separate those bedrooms.
Yeah, because every time we're going to have guests over, 90% of the time it's going to be grandkids and kids. And yeah, two major reasons. One, everybody should be allowed to have their privacy. And if the bedrooms are all together, then nobody's really got privacy.
And a 3-bedroom would be perfect. Master bedroom and 2 guests. The guests are right next to each other. So when the kids come over with the kids,
yep,
parents could have one room and the kids could be right next to them.
Exactly.
And then a nice, beautiful, open concept kitchen. Right
oh, Everett, you're going to make me tell that story. I totally forgot you just mentioned it. Okay. Everett, I love you, by the way. You're so cute. Oh, Everett wants me to tell the peace story.
Oh my God.
Everett was on our TikTok last night. So sorry guys, he has a heads up on what happened to me. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a morning giggle because I love you. And I'm going to embarrass the shit out of myself. So here we go. You ready? So yesterday, I spent the whole day cleaning my truck, getting it spotless because I knew that my daughter and grandkids were going to be on the truck. So the plan was we were going to Peter Piper Pizza, which is kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese. Pretty much what it is. So we went, we had a blast chasing the kids around, and they had a blast, and we were so tired. So then we get everybody loaded into the truck and we're getting ready to go. And my oldest grandson, who we had asked 3 times while we were inside Peter Piper if he had to go to the bathroom, says, I have to pee, I have to pee. And he's
Right as we got to the truck.
yeah, and he's the type of kid that when he has to go like right freaking now. So my daughter's like, oh, just hop out and pee in the parking lot. And I'm like, what? I mean, I didn't have boys, so I don't know this whole peeing shit. She's like, yeah, just whip it up there and pee in the parking lot.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
So our daughter goes, "Does Oma will stand there and protect you so no one can see you?"
And she grabbed me by the shoulders, placed me in front of him, and she goes, there, Oma's hiding you. Now pee. Next thing I know, he's peeing on my heels of my feet. I start screaming and running away from him, and he is dying laughing. And all over the back of my feet, he's peed on him. I don't think he meant to. I think it was like overflow. I don't know. I wasn't looking. I didn't want to look. I was giving him his privacy.
So I think you had Peter Piper pee feet.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, Peter Piper pee. So then I come back to him. I go, Oliver Ozzy. I said, the only time I have ever had you pee on me, I said, is when you were a baby, and it was acceptable now, or acceptable then, but you're 7 years old. It's not acceptable now. He was dying. He was laughing so freaking hard. My daughter was
I
laughing.
don't think I've ever heard that boy laugh that hard.
I don't think I've ever ran that fast in my life.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I screamed. I was like, ah! So good morning, and I hope that made your day. Diane said, question.
What's up, PPP?
Why are some of the show trucks that have big chrome pieces in the front almost touching the ground? What if they hit a bump? That is a really good thing, and we see it out here a lot, Diane. I really don't know why they do it. Because, yes, the show trucks that you saw yesterday have that, but a lot of the trucks out here that they use on a regular basis, and they're all pimped up, like that one passing right now, they do that, and I don't understand why. To me, it would cause a lot of damage, especially with all the bumps and the potholes that you see us go through and in road construction areas. But a lot of the trucks who are souped up out here do have those low chrome bumpers, and I don't understand it.
Now, the show trucks, a lot of them,
those are show trucks. They are on display.
A lot of those trucks that have the really low, the ones that are like an inch off the ground.
Yeah.
They have airbags up front.
Oh.
So when they stop, you lower the airbags. So when they're stopped, it's like right at the ground.
Okay.
But when they drive, it lifts it up about an inch or two.
Oh. Hey, Diana, we learned something new today. I didn't know that. Cindy said, Mo, she was going to be going to her sister's. She hasn't seen her. I know, in 10 years. Her sister's husband passed. Oh. So hopefully they're able to patch things up, because I know you had mentioned on a couple occasions that they had not spoken a very long time. It's sad when tragedy like that tends to bring you together. It's like, why wait? You know? I mean, I don't know the circumstances, but Larry's got a few family members like that, and I'm always encouraging him, come on, make peace. He finally made peace with his brother, so I'm pretty excited about that. It only took me 5 years. But now they talk on the phone every single day. And I can't wait to get a load to Seattle so I can finally meet him for the first time. You know what? I'm going to put a little bird in. I'm going to put a bird in Brittany's ear and tell her that we have not met your brother. Or you have not seen your brother in over 7 years. I've never met him. So if we get a load to Washington, keep us in mind.
Right.
Hey, oh my gosh. How are you, Becky? This is a girl that I went to high school and elementary and middle school in. She lives back where I used to live, the Springfield area. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Yes. Becky, oh my gosh, totally lose my mind. Oh. Are you still in Springfield? I know Penny's in Florida. I'm totally losing my, or Ash. Try to think of all the little cities around Springfield. It's been such a long time since I've lived there. Oh, somebody spilled paint on the highway.
Yeah.
That's a lot of paint.
I'm surprised your brain didn't do a body marker.
I gotta check out that podcast that guy told me about too. See if I like it.
After 2 years.
Yeah, I was I was on TikTok last night and I was asking everybody if they have a good podcast. Auburn, that's it. I don't know why he kept coming up with Ashland. I knew it was Auburn because my great grandparents used to live in Auburn. I don't know why I kept thinking Ashland. And my brother-in-law actually used to live in Auburn for a really, really long time before he moved to
Does
Florida.
she still live in Auburn right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, when we
Auburn.
go home, you guys should meet up.
I know. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Yeah, Auburn's not far from us. It's like an hour and 10 minutes, maybe.
Go up there and get a horseshoe.
Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've had a horseshoe. I love going to Springfield to get a horseshoe. I gotta show you Penny Lane and all that crap. We should go to like Lincoln's home and Lincoln's tomb. Those are like classic Springfield things. New Salem's pretty cool too.
Salem's Lot.
Now, New Salem is where Lincoln lived when he first became a lawyer, or right before he started practicing law. And it's just a bunch of log cabin homes and stuff. It's pretty cool. And there's a paddle boat there that you can ride out. It's like 30 minutes out, 30 minutes back in. I used to live out there too, by New Salem. And then inside Springfield, there's the Lincoln Law Office, which is where Lincoln first was a lawyer. And that's by the Lincoln House. And then there's the Lincoln's tomb. Hey, Miss Teresa, how are you this morning? Thank you, Travis. I was just going to say that I think the last time we saw each other, we were in Goodwill. I was with my mother-in-law and my girls. Yes. Okay, that's crazy. Yes. We'll be back the third weekend in April. My daughter's getting married. So excited. So excited. So excited. She's my last kid to get hitched. The last one. She held out. And what's funny is she actually met her fiance, Rachel, a month before Larry and I did. So she's been together the same amount of time Larry and I have. She just took her time proposing. The whole time I'm like, would you just make that woman your wife? She's awesome. They like complement each other so well. I think that's what I love about all of our kids' marriages is they're all married to someone. Like, for example, my daughter Sandra. Sandra is very much like Larry. High anxiety, OCD, bossy. That's Sandra. So she's Larry in a female form, only she scares the shit out of Larry, if that gives you an idea. Like his own daughter scares the shit out of him. And her husband is very mild-mannered, goes with the flow, lets her do whatever, but they complement each other great. And I think they make amazing parents because they have a good balance. And then Katie and Rachel are complete opposites too, but then in other ways they're so similar. And I love it because they balance each other out. Like Katie's a lot like me, high anxiety, self-doubting herself a lot, super smart. Oh my God, she's so smart. And then Rachel just is very calm and very like, she reminds me of like a 70s hippie. Just, all love and just sweet. And they just complement each other beautifully. I love that about all of our kids. They all married like opposites. And then Larry and I marry each other and we're like butt heads all the time.
We are polar opposites.
We're polar opposites in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways we're too similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salem is very cool. Yeah, I would love to take a day, go to Springfield, show you around. Maybe stay at a hotel up there, see Aunt Janie.
Yeah.
Take her out for lunch. We are doing good, Teresa. We are on our way to Phoenix. Oh, I gotta show. Oh gosh, I didn't even see the camera move because the boys are laying on. Okay, so dang it. I'm trying to turn the. Something is wrong here. Don't know what it is.
Oh, the cord is.
Yep. There we go. Okay, so we're coming up. Honey, I know. But I can't. Is that how you want it over here? Is this how you wanted it over here? No, which way do you want me to do it? Is that or I can't tell.
Bring it underneath now.
Oh, okay. This way?
All the way. Now it's gonna take.
Okay. All right. Sorry, the camera's still crooked. It's still. So over here on the left-hand lane, in a minute, I'll move my camera. There's a really cool mountain that's called is it Pikachu Peak?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Pikachu Peak. And I just love it because it kind of looks like a volcano. Yes, if I have time in April when I come home, I would love to go out and have lunch with you. That would be so much fun. It's been a long time. My God. Very long time. That would be fun. It's been a long time since I've been that way, and I haven't really had a chance to show Larry like where I grew up and all that stuff. So that'd be fun. That's where I live.
Showed me that one time with the lighthouse. And Lover's Peak.
No, that's Hannibal, Missouri. I didn't live there. We just visited. I don't think I've ever showed you around Springfield, really.
Take 10 minutes and see the sights.
10 minutes? Help me, people. Help me. All right, I'm going to hold this one.
You always said that the only two things in Springfield was the boulevard and a bar.
A bar? No, that was Athens, Illinois. That's where Chris grew up. And then Petersburg, where I lived at, which was the town next to it, that's where New Salem is at, but it really doesn't have much in it either. It's got about 10 bars, a bunch of churches. Oh, man, we were so excited when we got our Hardee's for the first time. I mean, we were big when we got our Hardee's. Wasn't even a McDonald's, those damn Hardee's. We made them out. We got a Hardee's. They may have a McDonald's now. I don't know. It's been a long time since I lived there.
Walmart?
Oh, no. No. Too small for a Walmart. You got to drive all the way to Springfield to get to a Walmart. That's 30 minutes away. That's like whenever I'd have to do my big grocery shopping about once every 2 weeks, I'd have to go to Springfield because otherwise you get stuck having to use the IGA in town, which is. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. Look at the back of it. Look at the back of that tailgate. It says, "We served and sacrificed for your freedom." Oh my God, that is beautiful. Oh yeah, up in the window. Okay, that is so freaking cool. And I love all the medals on it. Uh-oh. Why are you coming over this way? Why are you cutting us off? Oh, probably because she's getting off. Or maybe that's her U-Haul. Since she's military. Oh, she's pretty. Seriously, she's cute. She's like mid-30s. Totally cute. Love her hair. Oh, she was cute as a button. Can you get back over? I don't want to be in your way. Cute as a button. Love her freaking truck. Okay, hopefully you guys can see. That one right there is Pikachu Peak. I don't know, it just always reminds me of a volcano. And then there's another mountain over there. That one, I don't know the name of it. But this one is just, I don't know, it's so cool. Always reminds me of like a volcano every time we come by it. Chatham, where I grew up as a child. Oh, you showed her your army hat. Becky says It's exploded. Now it has a Hardee's and a McDonald's.
Oh my God. Now you get lost in that town.
See, he doesn't understand, Becky. He grew up in California, like in major cities. Like his graduating class was over 1,000 people. He doesn't understand small town living. Victoria, I was just thinking about you this morning. How are you doing? I'm sending you a big virtual hug. Hey, Mike, I'm sorry I missed your comment. I just see it now. Good morning, Mike. How are you? That girl's passing him again. Larry's showing her his army hat. I think they're both military because he's got military garb on too. Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that.
Freaking awesome.
Kind of want to take pictures of it.
Let's get a picture of it.
Hold on, let me get the back first. Go ahead, you can speed up. Oh, good. Get in front of me so I can get a good picture of it. I love all the medals around the side of the truck too. You know what? I'm gonna do a video because we're bouncing too much. God dang it!
Get the side of the house.
Hold on. Don't. Okay, go ahead.
Video?
Yeah.
Looks like it's on that side.
God, I hope they don't think we're stalking it. So sorry. We're not weird. I promise.
Okay.
These poor people are gonna think we're stalking them. Me and Chris grew up in a very small town. I like it. I don't know. Something about being in a small town to me was, I don't know, maybe who I am. I think if I had grown up in a bigger town, in a bigger city, with a bigger high school, I don't think I would be who I am. I was in a farming community. Richard, oh my gosh. Richard and I went to Abraham Lincoln's house in Springfield. Yes, he was 6'4" and his bed was short. I know, didn't it? Like, I think that's what surprised me the most when I went through his home was how short his bed was because we know how tall Abraham Lincoln was. And I think that's what shocked me the most about because not all the furniture in there is the exact furniture. They've had to replicate some of the stuff because over the years. But still, I'm just like, he was a tall man. He slept in that bed. His feet probably hung over like a foot and a half at the end of the bed. And Mike said that he's pretty. Did you have PT yesterday, Mike? Is that why you're hurting, or is there new issues going on?
Hopefully just PT.
Yes. Last week he had, I think, 2 PT sessions at once. So he was hurt pretty good. Cacti everywhere. I think Arizona was the first place I ever saw cactus, like out in the wild. And I'm surprised by
my house. First time you ever saw a Joshua tree.
Yes, I'd never seen a Joshua tree before. And what really surprised me, because like I said, before I started truck driving, I really hadn't gone very many places. What really surprises me is how many different versions of cactuses there are.
Okay, I love the story of when you first started driving and the first time you saw a mountain.
I cried. I'm weird. I've cried a lot in trucking over like seeing things because I never saw, like Arizona, for example, seeing all the red mountains and the cliffs and stuff. It still blows my mind when I go through there. It's beautiful. But yeah, Wyoming was the first place I'd actually seen mountains before, and I was like, oh, I start crying because where I live in Illinois and Missouri, it's pretty much farm flatlands there. It's not much to see. Sheila, where are you heading? So we're heading to Phoenix right now for pickup. And then for Phoenix, we're going to Alabama. And Kathy said, hopefully I can see Arizona in April. What's in April? Are you going out with Chris on the truck or do you have are you going to see Sheila? And Mike said, yepper, he had therapy. That's what I was thinking.
But it was just therapy. That's good.
Me too.
That's a good pain. No pain, no gain.
Yes, just remember, therapy will pay off. Excuse me. I need some water.
It will get easier. Push through the pain, Big Mike.
Water, water, water.
It ain't broke. Get back on the field.
I can't say Sheila, but I can tell you we're picking up in one location.
Hey, delivery.
No, sorry, delivering in one location and picking up in another location. And Mike said he has 4 weeks left of therapy.
And then when those 4 weeks are done, you keep it up on doing it yourself.
Yes.
Do not give up on that therapy. You remember what they're teaching you. Then you go home and do it on your own.
Yeah, it's important that you do the exercises that they tell you to do on your own. Kathy, what part of Arizona does Sheila live in? I was hoping that we could see Dawn because we're heading to Phoenix, but unfortunately, the load that we're picking up, we're not going to be able to make any stops. It's highly monitored. So I'm hoping we can get a load to go near where Sheila lives in Arizona, but we have to get home by the 31st. And Larry, all I'm going to say is you love saying this guy's name.
All right.
Hi, Hot Rod.
Hello.
You're like the only person that he has to say that name like. He must feel very special. Oh, that's right. Becky has Crohn's too.
Oh, crap.
Yes. She has colitis too. She has both. She said my Crohn's and colitis is flared. So I've been dealing with that. So is Larry.
I just took my shot yesterday after being over 2 weeks late.
That's the hardest thing, Becky. He's on Humira. And because it's refrigerated and because you can't just go to Walgreens or CVS to get Humira, he was 2 weeks late getting it because we had no place to ship it to. Luckily, because our load got canceled, we were able to get it shipped to my daughter's and he was able to get it. That's the hardest part. It's trying to get his medication over the road. Because all the rest of his medications I can go to the pharmacy and pick up, but not Humira. Humira has to be refrigerated, shipped to a specialty pharmacy, and it's a pain. But yeah, he's putting a flare up too.
It'll take about 3 days for me to get back.
Yeah. Are you on Humira or what was the other one you used to take? Start with the R. Remicade. Remicade he took for about 3 years. What I didn't like about the Remicade was he'd have to go in for a 3-hour infusion every 2 weeks, but he wound up developing an allergy to it. Oh, okay. In Huntsville. We've been to Huntsville. I'm trying to think where in Huntsville where we picked up at. Oh, it's in between Phoenix and Flagstaff. So we'll probably be going right by her today, darn it. Yeah, and unfortunately on this load we can't. I mean, the only time it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt load. Let me just tell you that much. That's all I have to say. This load's got every bell and whistle known to man. Hot Red said, "Love you guys."
Love you. All right.
I'm gonna try to see Dawn when we are home. Oh, awesome! She just had a birthday. I'd love to meet Dawn. She seems like such a sweet lady. And Mike said, I'm about ready to warm up some food.
Big pizza, Big Mike.
I'm still a little hungry myself. Might be. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making some eggs when we get there. So quick and easy. What kind of trees those are? Probably pistachios.
Like, what's not sure.
Yeah. Arizona, New Mexico, lots of pistachios.
I'm nuts here.
I'm married to a nut. I love pistachios too. My uncle, when I was growing up, he always used to get the red pistachios. Those were just dyed, right? They don't. Yeah.
I don't know why they died.
Because I remember whenever I'd eat them with them, my fingers would turn all red.
You know.
But I couldn't help it; they were addicting. I'm like, ah.
There's Subway.
Denny's. Should be a TA coming up too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, should be after this one, I believe. No, okay, this is from Becky, my friend that's got Crohn's. No, I have never been on shots or infusions. I take pills. On prednisone right now. I won't let Larry take prednisone. I mean,
They're my Hulk pills.
I shouldn't say that. If the doctor prescribes him prednisone, I'll let him take prednisone. But
Total roid rage.
put it to you this way, Larry on prednisone, damn close to divorce. He is Incredible Hulk times 1,000. It's ridiculous. And for the first 2 or 3 years, the doctor that we had, that's all he would do. He wouldn't put Larry on any medications to actually try to help control the Crohn's. He just wanted to throw steroids at him. So for the first 3 years of our relationship, I was ready to kill him. I almost walked away. I can't tell you how many times. He was horrible. And to our daughters, too. Wasn't just me. He was horrible to everybody. And I've had to take prednisone, like when I've gotten like when I had COVID, I had to take prednisone and I had pneumonia. So it's like, I get it because like the first time you take that prednisone, it makes you angry. And it's so hard to control the anger. It's like, you're not really mad at anybody per se, but
Right now, I'm angry.
yeah, too. Get roid rage.
But I see TA.
Roid rage. Yeah, you should definitely look into
This is the scariest part of driving.
driving by a Swift truck. Yeah, you should definitely talk to your doctor about Humira or Remicade. I tell you what, Larry's life is 1,000% different for the better being on Humira. He has no symptoms hardly ever. I mean, we can actually live a normal life, which is amazing. But if he's late on a dosage or misses a dosage, then he immediately goes into a flare up. But as long as he takes his medication,
over a 2-week flare-up,
yeah,
they get bad.
all his joints hurt, everything, constantly having to go to the bathroom. He hurts pretty bad. But I tell you what, Remicade was good. Remicade was good, but the Humira was life changing. Like, thank God for Humira.
Yeah, I had to sit there 2 hours on.
Yeah, the Remicade, that's what we hated. The Remicade, you had to go in, I think it was or maybe once a month, and sit there for 3 hours with an IV infusion. It was a pain in the patootie. No, actually, Diane, he took his meds last night, so he'll have to take them tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, in the middle of the night, because he woke up and had heartburn, and I said, "Did you take your medicine?" And he goes, "Nope." I said, "If you'd taken your medicine, you probably wouldn't have heartburn."
Barbie.
Oh yeah, I've been to this one before.
What are breakfast?
I don't know. Taco Bell's got breakfast. If they're open in the morning. Some of them are, some of them
There's
aren't.
Carl's Jr. Is that the one with steak burrito?
Yeah. But it looks like it's by itself. I don't know if we can get a truck to it. Oh, you can like a walk across. You really want
Which
to.
one you want? Which one?
I'll go to TA because you need fuel. And I'll see what they got inside it. There is parking in the Carl's Jr. parking lot, so if there's nothing here, we can run there if you want. So I see trucks there.
Is there anything I need to do?
I don't even know if they're open since it's breakfast. Becky said the same here. I'm mean as heck. I could hurt someone. Yes, I'm always on the toilet. Yeah. I hate predators. It's like gotta have it because it does help the Crohn's and colitis symptoms and it makes you feel physically better. But the roid rage is horrible. And people who are with you don't understand that. But now that I've been on prednisone a few times, I get it. It's hard for me to control myself, and I wasn't on nearly as much prednisone as what he was on. And he'd take it for 6 weeks at a time. They put him on like a 6-week regimen so that they can wean him back off. And then he'd come off the prednisone, symptoms would come back, and then they throw him back on prednisone. It was like a vicious cycle. It never ended. Finally, we switched gastroenterologists, and I just told the gastroenterologist, I'm like, he can't live on prednisone, so you need to come up with a new thing because steroids aren't going to work. Not if I'm going to stay married to him. And that looks like fucking the ATV. I like the 4-seater ones, not ATVs. What are they called?
What you talking about?
Oh, you can't see it now, but you know those ATVs with like the 4 seats in it and the roof?
Oh, the
Right there. You see it?
Polaris?
Polaris, yeah. That's what I'd like to have, a Polaris. I think those look so much fun. Because then we could take like the grandkids with us. And Becky said, I'm sure my husband feels the same way. Exactly. I was
Sorry,
going
I get that much.
to get a fight.
They have some breakfast stuff there. That would, no, obviously, he loves the breakfast stuff. Sidebar.
Yeah, I don't see a grill in there. I'll see.
Yeah, there's nothing we'll do.
I'll go in
What kind of stuff selling breakfast is 9:30.
10:30. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream so you guys don't have to sit here and look at an empty seat. But when we get back, we'll come back on. So we'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Bye.
Bye.